Hello, hello, chat. Yo, that baby has no finance. He certainly has something. But hello, everybody. I hope you all had a great weekend. Yep, we're here for Monday Crafts. Kind of skipped the last one because I was a little burnt out just a little bit. But we're good. We're good today. Hello. Welcome on in, Strong Patats. Welcome on in. COM finally died today. I forgot about that. But welcome on in, everybody. Hello, dear brother. Hello, Taylor Rinji. Hello, Sloth. Hello, Bull. And also welcome, Strong Patats. Hi, Lee. But yeah, we haven't had a arts and crafts stream in a couple weeks or so. I want to finish that. Try to get this chocobo finished. We're gonna try. Can we get it done before? Oh wait, how many streams do we have till Monday? Streams do we have till debut? Okay, so we have one more. We have one more arts and crafts stream before debut, so that might happen if we don't finish it tonight. But today's gonna be a crafting stream for both. Hi Chaco. For both. Real life, and we're gonna do some crafting in Final Fantasy XIV today. Can we do FF7 chocobo breeding while crafting? Shit, you right? Oh man, I don't have FF7 installed currently, but I should have a save file. I should have a save file. That would be funny, actually. We just run the races in a small screen. Hold on. Let's see if I actually have a save file. Gotta get the all-terrain chocobo. Absolutely. I 100% agree. But yeah, we are getting closer and closer to 2.0 debut, so I would like to try to get this done before all that happens, but you know, I'm also fighting the fact that like my back and neck eventually give out, so kind of why we're also doing crafting in Final Fantasy XIV. Hold on one second. Final Fantasy VII. Problem is the flesh is weak. Praise the Omnisashi. Oh, no, we don't get your wrapping today. Problem is we haven't played Final Fantasy VII on stream yet. We have begun playing Final Fantasy in order. So I'm like, for people who have never played, we played Rebirth and Remake on stream, but we didn't play the original FF7 yet. We're getting there. We're currently playing through 3. I can't wait till 9. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I know there's like people, and I know there's a lot of FF hate people, Final Fantasy 8 hate, but I know there's people who are just like, where's the Final Fantasy 8 one? But, you know, you take it with a grain of salt, I guess. But I'm pretty sure 9's going to be the one that gets remade first. Original FFC sure is. It sure is. Anyways, we're going to move over here. Whoa, we're a little too close. We're a little too close here. Okay, let's move this. Why did it focus in? I never got a chance to play 12. I kind of like... They're a little too close. I kind of gave up on Final Fantasy for a long time. I've explained this before. I gave up on Final Fantasy for a while. Once after like 10 came out, I just wasn't feeling it any longer. And I've made this joke before. Once like Shin Megami Tensei 3 came out, it was like friendship ended with Final Fantasy. I am now best friends with Shin Megami Tensei. I'm assuming because America lost the World Cup. Yeah, we got stomped by Belgium. We got absolutely decimated by Belgium. Got Belgium waffle stomped. Yeah. I was at two malls yesterday, and it was absolutely insane how many people were out and about just for the game. There was so many green jerseys as far as the eye could see. Keely, fuck you, Square Enix. My new best friend is Atlas. Yeah. Does that mean we don't get any more Tomotiyo? Did Doki have to put that away now? It's just Chocobo. It's gonna be a fat Chocobo. You good, program? Okay. We had a little bit of a blip in the Matrix. Doki wasn't there, so our powers are halved, dude. The no Tomotiyo. So I went to two malls yesterday. One was to go to round one. Lost my train of thought here. One was to go to round one because they were supposed to have the plushies for Persona 3. We're starting over, by the way. They were supposed to have the plushies for Persona 3 in the crane machines. And I get there and there's nothing. Like, they said early July they were supposed to have like all the plushies for Persona 3. And there was nothing. So I asked a worker, I'm like, hey, when do you guys are supposed to get like all the plushies for Persona 3? And they're like, oh, we had those out like 2 weeks ago. Scam by mall, yeah. And I'm like, cool, because it's not like a quick drive to get to like round 1. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to get to like the nearest one. So I'm like, okay, cool. So strike out on that one. Then I decided to go to Hot Topic because they're supposed to have like a whole bunch of like different merchandise for Twisted Wonderland. They got like brand new stuff. And they only had like half of it. They didn't have any of the merch that I wanted. They didn't have the Letterman jacket. They didn't have the pajama bottoms. So we went to another mall. Even though the other mall doesn't have a round 1, they still have Hot Topic, and we went there. Completely random ass question because I had a similar scenario. Was it the Ohio round 1? No. Did you go to Lunchbox? I did. I did go to a Lunchbox. They didn't have it either. But yeah, I went to another mall. Went to their Hot Topic. Not only was their alarm broken, and I felt so bad for the workers. So their security alarm was broken. So it kept going off until they had to find somebody to climb onto a ladder and disable it. So I felt really bad for them on that one. But they also had like less Twisted Wonderland stuff than the other mall had. So I struck out big time. We decided because it was like kind of on a route to call the one of the other round ones. There's like 4 within like an hour of each other. And they're like, no. Haven't seen it. So despite the fact that the items were supposed to be placed out in early July, they decided to disregard that, and everything got like swapped up by like eBayers, because I ended up checking eBay last night, and yep, a bunch of the plushies were up there, and they were selling them for like anywhere between 60 to like almost to $100. I was pissed. So I've been striking out big time. And I did respond to that artist. Round 1 site says there's 7 malls available. How good am I at the crane machines? It depends. I have my days where I'm actually really good at them, and then I have my days where I like actually suck. So yeah, had that going for me. I have been striking out. But yeah, still haven't heard back from that artist. So whether or not I'm gonna have a starting screen come sorry, I'm like all over the place with crocheting today. Whether or not I'm gonna have a starting screen come 2.0 debut is up in the air. We shall see. I've pretty much have gotten everything else. If no starting screen, throw up an Arby's background, make it lower. Oh, Chili's, yeah. Welcome to Chili. Had Arby's on the mic. I do that. I do that myself. I get it. It's like you mean to type out one thing, but your brain is like, no, let's type out another thing. You're like, cool, thanks, brain. Nah, I gotta get something that won't get you in trouble, like a Blockbuster logo. That's true, or a Hollywood Video. We'll use the logo as a temporary means. Although that's not entirely true. There is still one Blockbuster that's still open, but I don't think it's corporate owned. I think it's like its own thing. I think it's like in Alaska somewhere. I think. Can't remember. Hold on. Oh, it's in Oregon. Okay. The final Blockbuster. Personal owned. It's okay, yeah. Do you think Kefka goes to the Waffle House PvP ring? He probably does. He probably starts all the fights. There's also like the last Sam Goody in Oregon. I miss Sam Goody. I also used to really love Suncoast. I used to buy so much anime at Suncoast. New stream blog, going to every Bucky's. Okay, but I've been to one. I have been to a Bucky's, and yes, it is everything I expected it to be. True beauty. And I did try their barbecue sandwiches. Delicious. They are quite delicious. I need Bucky to grow in power to fight Mickey Mouse in a final showdown. Why not? Sponsored by Splatoon. So, like, I did feel some FOMO about Expo this year because of like all the Persona stuff. But I waited out with like the general crowd that was there this year, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I am good. It was insane. Don't call it. Don't fall for FOMO. That's the one thing gaming broke from. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it looked like a crowding nightmare. It was bad. It was really bad this year, and that's the part where I'm just like, you know what? I'm glad I didn't deal with that this year. Granted, I haven't gone since the infamous like Earthquake Con. If you don't know, so in 2019, starting on 4th of July, while AX was going on, I didn't go until like 2 days after, but on 4th of July, we had a huge earthquake. It was like a 6 point something. I can't remember. Started with that. It might have been like a 6.5. It was big. But then the day after, we had an even bigger one. And that was like a 7 point something. You know, thankfully, it was like not within the vicinity of like all the major cities and stuff. Still caused damage, but it could have been a lot worse. But for the fact of the matter, it was the AX was going on at the time. And when you get a big earthquake like that, you're gonna have to evacuate. But that was like the major highlight of the last anime expo I went to. Granted, I prefer Anime LA anyways. I do Colossal Main normally, but even then I do half the days. I understand. I totally get you. The cons do just drain the old battery really quickly. Because the bar is so low nowadays, the good news about Microsoft firing 4,800 employees is that they are allowing several studios to go back to being independent, such as Double Fine and Compulsion Games, while working to sell off others, unlike the standard game industry tech of mulching the studio into a fine paste. Uh well, it's been a while since we've had a video game crash. 40 years maybe. Since the big video game crash of like, what is it, 85? It's about time we've had another. I see all my favorite degenerate gachas having boosts, and I do envy those that go. Speaking of degenerate gachas, did you see the Love and Deep Space one? The Love and Deep Space booth was wild. PlayStation hasn't tweeted, so that tells you everything. Man, that shit got crazy. I'm not gonna lie, even though I don't play lads anymore, like, you know, I only played it for like a couple weeks, I would have hit up that line. I would have hit up that line just to go into Silas's line. And the funny thing is like Mako would have been like fully supportive of it. Because let's be honest. Ladies and female presenting don't get the gooner material as much as like the men, male presenting, do. So it's only fair that we get, you know, a little treat every now and then. Having been to E3 in the past, sorry, I can't talk. What is the major demographic of people representing a lot of the video games at E3? They're all booth girls. So for all ladies, female presenting, to get a little treat like that from Love and Deep Space, I am like, hell yeah, 100% support. Nah, lads cook witching, not releasing the Wolfman. Yeah. Valko, that is a whole other story. That is a whole other story. I'm not gonna lie, I actually was very intrigued by Valko. Was he my type of, like, husband type character? No, but I know plenty of other people who would have loved to have Valko. So I am 100% on board with the feedback. I think my favorite thing was people being like, "Oh, you don't want him? Bring him to our country," and they would like dress him up with some like Snapchat filters of like whatever country they were from. My favorite one was the Detroit, Michigan one. Hold on, I still have this. This one was funny as hell. I should just like make a folder of all like the funny shit that I save for stream. Okay, here you go. Valko representing Detroit. I should send this to my friend that is actually like born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and be like, "Hey, is this the representation of Detroit, Michigan?" hold on. I don't know if he's still awake. Where is he? Hey, is this the perfect representation of Detroit? I don't think he's awake still, but bro looks like a Carl. Wait, that's not a real thing. Needs a blunt sticking out the corner of his mouth. Yo, there was a whole tier of them. Like, there was the Kansas City one too. Frickin' love it. I think this yarn might get me through to the end. I don't know. We're gonna see. I think I have another ball somewhere. Probably not. Might have to go grab another one. We're gonna start sewing in details in a moment. Hi, JD. So good to see you. Thank you. They are starting to grow a bit. Okay. We got a box of parts. Hi, Kim. Okay. Not sure if we'll wait on the feet. I'm gonna sew on everything first. Oh yeah, I still have to do like the little details on the feet. Haven't done that yet. Okay. Wings we'll save for later. Hello, Mr. President. Crafts. Crafting. Okay. Okay, so try to do this without poking myself. Yo, good job, Cam. Hey, PT. Chili hand cam, yo. Yep, we hand camming today for a couple hours. Believe it or not, sewing everything together is like the part I dislike the most. I don't know why. It's that moment you're just like, well, shoot, I gotta put everything together now. Why does every crafter have the pumpkin pin cushion? It's actually a tomato. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Sloth. And I think just like the tomato just is one of those things that is just represented like sewing and tailoring for like hundreds of years. I also have one that goes on my wrist. No, see, hold on one second. Okay, here's the cool thing about this current microphone situation is I can actually get out of my chair and still talk. Actually, I don't know where my oh, it's right in front of me. The technology. So this is one that goes on the wrist. Maybe it's a tomato all along, yeah. So this one's not like tomato shaped. This is more like pillow shaped. This is one I use for like if I'm this is more for like tailoring. Um if you're like working on a dress form or you're trying to put stuff together like on a pattern. Or trying to like work on oops. I haven't used it in so long that I like forgot how to use it. It's just like one of those like nice ones that you don't have to sit there and balance the tomato somewhere as you're trying to like pin a hem on your dress form or on a person or something. So you just wear it on your wrist and you just, you know, grab the pins as you go. Avengers level technology. It's kind of nice. I do like having the wrist one when I'm actually working on sewing projects and stuff. Can we call her the Pinnacle? I'm gonna put it right here for now. Hopefully I won't forget. And be like, where did my wrist thing go? Actually, I should look that up though. Why are pin cushions shaped like tomatoes? But yeah, see, it's got like the little. Hold on. When you look at it closely, it's got like the little like tomato leaves on it. And this is like a strawberry that's like supposed to like. It's got sand in it. That's supposed to help like sharpen your pins. Because like over time, the pins do like wear down. So you kind of just like go in there, sharpen a little bit. I don't know how good it works, but that's what I've been told. That's what I've been told that's what it's for. Okay, we're gonna look up why. Why are tomato pin cushions? Why are pin cushions tomato shaped? Okay, why are pin cushions tomatoes? Okay, so it's kind of crazy why. So apparently, tomatoes were like used during the Victorian era when you moved into like a new home, and they were supposed to like ward off evil spirits. And since tomatoes like go out of season, they just made pin cushions. It's so random. I had no idea that it was like some deep lore like that. So that's why pin cushions are tomato shaped. That's wild. Yeah. I always thought it was just like some like kitschy tailoring thing. They're just like, oh, we'll just have pincushions be vegetable shape. But according according to Martha Stewart, this like, well, it's not Martha Stewart, Alexander Churchill, or Alexandria, not Alexander, Alexandra Churchill, in an article published on September 5th, 2014. What's red and ripe and bursting at the seams with sewing pins, the enduring icon of the needlework world. The produce-inspired pincushion, better known as the tomato cushion. If you grew up in a crafty household like I did, odds are you've seen one before, either in your mother's sewing box or tucked away in a drawer among a pile of unraveling spools. But did you ever stop to wonder where this little oddity comes from? Pin cushions come in all shapes and sizes, but the tomato is the design that prevails as the classic. But why a tomato of all things? Turns out it's not random. There's actually a reason for the tomato design. Oh shit, that scared me. We don't have a tomato, we have a tamako. Hi, tamako! Welcome on in. That actually scared me. Welcome on in, Raiders. If you do not know me, hello, my name is Keely. I'm a 1,000-year-old fox who loves playing various video games, but today we are doing a hand cam, and we are also learning about the tomato pincushion. We are learning about the history of why pincushions are tomato-shaped. But I hope you had a good stream. How was Minecraft? Did you have a good time in Minecraft? No, it was fine. I was just so into this article. You have two of those. Yes, I have two pincushions. One's tomato shaped, the other one is for my wrist. I was talking about this one. This one I have here is a pillow, and it goes on my wrist. But we were learning about the pincushion. So, Raiders, if any of you need to go, I completely understand. If not, if you want to stick around, we're doing another hour or so of crocheting, and then I'm going to be doing some, after that, about an hour of trade skills in Final Fantasy XIV. 1,000-year-old nails. I know, right? They look nice. I think I have like, I'm a little tanner because I was out in the pool this weekend. So, I've got that going on too. I had a much better time in Minecraft than I did in the Stanley Parable, which wouldn't even start. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad you had fun in Minecraft. But yeah, thank you so much for coming here and bringing your community here, as always. Greatly appreciated. Anyways, we're gonna continue about the tomato pincushion. Put on your thinking caps, everybody. Turns out it's not random. There's actually a reason for the tomato design, and it dates back to the Victorian era. One of my favorite eras. The first ever documented mention of the generic pincushion dates back to the Middle Ages, of course. In those days, they were more whimsically called pinpillows, or pin pillows, PYN, and pin poppets. The pincushion was invented as a practical aid for storing pins and needles, but it also showcased one's collection of pins and needles. That would make sense, because I think they were kind of like costly at that time. Needles were costly, after all, like I just said, but the less iconic shapes of dolls, birds, and prettily packaged boxes left something to be desired. Enter the time-honored tomato, or tomato, depending on how you pronounce it. According to tradition, placing a tomato on the mantle of a new home ensured prosperity by warding off evil spirits, like we were mentioning. When tomatoes were out of season, people weren't totally out of luck. They simply improvise with red material, sawdust, actually, and that's usually what's in this, and a little bit of ingenuity. A lady of the Victorian era would take immense pride in a parlor room, stocked the shelves upon shelves of pincushions, but the tomato was always the crown jewel of her collection. Since then, we've been piercing our pins with stuffed fabric tomatoes without question. But it's so, SAW, much more fun to know where they come from, am I right? Ready to put your needle to work. Stay sharp as a tack with this classic pincushion project from Martha. Yep, and there's a Martha Stewart project. Anyways, that's our history on the pincushion and why it's shaped like a tomato. But that is to say, needless to say, you can have pincushions of all shapes and sizes, including a pumpkin. But it all comes down to, I guess, warding off evil spirits, like most things do. Anyways, there you go. That is history with Keely Kitsune. Hope you enjoyed. My biggest fear is like accidentally sewing two sides together. Something I don't normally have to worry about with crochet patterns, but sometimes my luck be that way. Okay, we're gonna take this little opening here and have a tiny baggie of stuffing. I have more stuffing behind me. I just gotta go get it. Because we're probably gonna need more too stuffy chocobo, but we're gonna at least put some in here. Give this beak a little bit of shape. There we go. So now we have Beak. Hi, Linty.
おい、行くぞ。ついてこい。
They were discussing earlier, because I still haven't heard back from that artist after they sent that demanding the thing for me. That thank you. I'm just playing like a Studio Ghibli set list. But Howl's Moving Castle is my favorite movie. They still haven't sent like the thing, like whether or not I'm getting my art or not. So we were joking about like we're just gonna put like a broken Blockbuster sign or something. Or just Sam Goody. Circuit City. With this music playing, Howl's is your favorite movie? Yes. Oh, we can put Fries. Fries is gone now too. Do we no longer have Fries Electronics? I can't believe I own a Keeley Shack car. Babbage's. Is Fry's still around? No, they closed in 2021. The grocery store is still around as far as I know. But no, Fry's Electronics closed in 2021. And it was like, I think like the last like 2 or 3 years before then, it was like already showing signs that like something wasn't right. Something was not looking right. Like we kind of noticed like things like their like display units for computers and laptops were like shrinking. They didn't have like motherboards on display anymore. They just put like pictures of them. And then as it like got closer and closer to like things were not they were not doing well. We went to go like check like the electronics section just for, you know, like TVs and stereos, appliances, and none of the brands were anything we could. Was it all Funko Pops? No. All I bet it was all Funko Pops. None of the brands were a name that we recognized. We were like, who are none of them were like Sony or anything like familiar. It was just all these very, very strange brands that didn't even realize like existed. They sounded very fishy. But like the coup de grace was Mako needed some silver thermal paste for their computer. So we go where where one would usually go, and that was to Fry's. So we go over there and we're looking around and we're not finding anything for like silver thermal paste. Was it a red package named herring? It may as well be. We're not finding anything. We're not finding like anything for like building machines or anything like that. And so Mako finally goes, so do you have any silver thermal paste? And the guy just like looks at him like he grew a second head or something. And they're like, no, we don't carry that anymore. And Mako just finally goes, so are you guys closing or something? And the guy just kind of like shrugs and walks off. Like, okay. So we ended up having to go to Micro Center instead. So yeah, like a short time later, all the big announcement, like it was pretty much just guy just kind of shrugged and walked off, and we're like, okay, guess that's that. The look of a man with 1,000-yard stare looking at something 999 yards behind you, yeah. Come die today. I remember even my dad saying that he went to the local Fry's and was saying that like, well, there's water and there's water. Some more water. I can pick up more water. And we can get some more water. It was just packages and packages of water bottles everywhere. There's a whole story about the owner just spent all the money. That's what I was hearing. Like, some new CEO came in and just spent all the money. Made some just dog shit decisions. I know at the very end they were selling more cell phone cases and alcohol wipes, and yeah, it was weird. There was a non-zero chance they were a Genshin whale. It's happened before. Yeah. I remember like going to this one Fry's and it was the area that was like the gaming section was suddenly becoming very, very filled with like these off-brand makeup palettes that I had never even heard of and fake perfume. With what used to be the gaming section, mind you. Why use thermal paste when you can use a C6 Zhongli to hold your computer together? At least they could have the decency to admit it. Yeah. Yeah, it was just really weird. And I know, like, part of it, they'll just blame COVID was the problem because it closed like a year into the the pandemic. But no, they were already going downhill beforehand. It was a big bummer though because I think what I loved about going to Fry's is like going to all the different ones because of how they all had like different themes. I thought it made things very interesting. Buy your computer parts in the Wild West. The very first one I ever went to, it was a tiki bar. The one I went to the most looked like ancient Rome. So they had like when you walk in, they actually had like a flowing like aqueduct. It was really neat. And they actually had like stucco paintings. Yeah, it was really cool. There was one that I always wanted to go to. I think it was like in LA and it was made to look like Alice in Wonderland. You would actually go down like the rabbit hole. I keep thinking Micro Center would buy up the prize stores, but it never happened. Yeah. Micro Center is very interesting. I think maybe part of it is because they're playing it safe because of just like um the current situation with computer parts right now that they're just kind of afraid to open up a lot of stores at the moment. We only just got so they closed the Bay Area one like 13 years ago and they only just reopened it last year. So I feel like they're just being very like cautious, which I can't blame them. I know most of the micro centers are like back east somewhere. But if you're like where I'm from in California, we have two. We have one in the Bay Area in San Jose, or you can go all the way to Tustin in Southern California. Those are our only two micro centers. No, they weren't doing too well until places like Best Buy started to tank. Best Buy used to specialize in computers and music. Yeah, I do remember. I went to a Best Buy yesterday, and I swear to you, every time I go to Best Buy, it's it's just sad. Best Buy is just sad. I'm like expecting at any time we're gonna hear that Best Buy is closing. I just feel like every time I go there, they're condensing. Like you can tell that they have these like fake walls in place where there used to be more stuff, but now they're just like condensing more and more of like the walls and try to like shrink the store more. And like now they're like doing like less shelves and just throwing appliances down on the floor. And I'm just like, how is this place still open? And yet GameStop persists. I don't know how GameStop is persisting, but since Sony's big announcement, GameStop is gonna have to pull something out of their ass. Speaking as an ex-GameStop employee. Given they just closed, like, I think they closed like 500 stores recently. It was some big number. It was not small. GameStop is still trying to buy eBay. I don't... I don't know what kind of cojones GameStop has to be like, we're gonna buy eBay. With what money? What? Clearly with not all the Funko Pops you're trying to sell. Obviously with store credit. Money they're making by selling stuff on eBay. They're still gonna close stores that are not profitable. Yeah, they are. I'm surprised the one that I helped open is still open. I'm honestly surprised because like most of the ones that were in the vicinity have all closed. Actually, no, I gotta check. Hold on. Yep, that one's still open. I worked at 2. Wow, both the GameStops no. Nope. The first one I worked at is gone. Please don't let GameStop die because then EB Games dies. I miss software, etc. and Babbage's. Remember the part where the eBay CEO blasted them on Twitter saying the offer was neither credible or attractive? GameStop surprisingly has a small chunk of change that they're loaning out to collect interest, so they're halfway a bank right now. Oh my god. My cousin bought a 30,000 car with 70% interest while she makes 15 an hour. What should she? Elenix, I don't know. I'm not sure where you think that I'm some like life advice giver, but I can't help you there. Your cousin probably wants to talk to an adult. What was that shop when we were growing up that had a literal comic book guy? You're talking about the magic guy or the game store? Oh, that was SS Video Games. That guy unfortunately passed away. I'm not an adult that gives financial advice, I'm sorry. I think you need to consider talking to an accountant. I am a level 4 adult. You require a level 7 or higher adult. Seriously though, 70% interest sounds like they got that car from a loan shark. It does. $70 interest is the good old fashioned knee breaking kind. Yeah, that 70% interest is a scary number. Because I think when we bought our car, it was only like 3% interest. I think 70% interest is no, that's inhumane numbers. What is math but something that hurts my brain and makes me sad? The YouTube safe terms for that is they are now permanent interns. I don't think I've heard that term before. Not in any video that I've seen, but now I'm kind of curious. Unless that was something you made that up. But permanent interns kind of I kind of like that. No. Good phone. Running hot. Nope. Okay. Thought my phone might be running hot, but it's fine. Don't forget the whole meme stock thing. I'm one of those idiots who were smooth brained and diamond hands. Hey, you know, it's okay. We all make mistakes. I don't know. Oh, she got the other way first. Hi, Rem. Bleh. Thank you. The good thing about that is that I learned some things about messing with stocks. I was making money until this past year and a half. Oh, yeah. Stocks be that way. They sure do. They sure do. Now we're getting a chocobo face. One moment. Oop. Okay, I think we're gonna wait to sew the feet. We're gonna stuff. We're stuffing this bird. I need to get my other bag of stuffing because this was the last of it. Hold on. There we go. One moment. What I need to get, I need like one of those like big boxes of polyfill. We have pillow size. But I sometimes want to get like the big box of it. Just stuffing the bird. The last time we stuffed something, it was Anka. Take it out of context as you will. just a 3-hour stream of me just, shoving my fist into this. Take it as you will, Twitch. Hey, yo. We just fisting the bird here. I ain't complaining. For free? Exactly. You get this for free. That feet is what costs. It does look a little sus. More. More. Kim, you should have been here when I was making Anka. This thing takes a lot more stuffing than I thought. Okay, I think this is good for now, but we will definitely have to top it off. One of my arm things is dying. It doesn't have a... I might be calling it quits with these arm warmers. Punch it in. Gonna shape them a little. At its bottom. Squeeze, squeeze. I don't have the fancy machine like they do at Build-A-Bear. Sometimes that would make my job a little easier. We might make it. We might make it. We have this much yarn left. We might make it. Alright. Yep, we still got plenty of yarn left. We're gonna finish off this row. Close it up. Right, lose this marker. Get back here. Hopefully I stuffed it enough. Oh, thank you, Sylvie. Thank you. How are you? I'm currently making chocobo.
Midnight, yes, and it's really, really, really fucking good. I really, really enjoy it. There's one section that I was literally just eating so much ass, like.
I know. Want to run that by us again, Sophie? Bull, thank you for giving a subscription to See Weird Change. Was having a time. I see. Anyway. We got the main body done. We just have to put the little details. We still gotta crochet the feathers, but this is the main body. We got the main body for the chocobo. We gotta put his little feet. He looks so round. He does. He got a lot of stuffing. He got a lot of stuffing. But yeah, this is where we're gonna stop crocheting. We're gonna go into now we're gonna go virtually craft in Final Fantasy. We're gonna go do that. Give me a moment. Let's go. Yeah, I can only do like a couple hours of straight crocheting before my neck starts dying on me. My neck just starts going, can we like not right now? We're just gonna, silently suffer just a little bit as a treat. Anyways, allow me to push this aside. Okay. Final Fantasy. No Wolfman? No Wolfman? Oh, you're talking about we're talking about lads. Falco. Yeah. I applaud the player pushback. I applaud like he's not my type of like husband, no, but I understand the hype for him because like he's a type for a lot of other people. Might not be mine, but clearly he has some fans. I just want a puppy boy. Hell yeah. He's big himbo and I just want to see where he was. Yeah, exactly. I saw the videos of just like how his ears will just pop up out of nowhere and I'm like, okay, that's really cute. Yeah, he just wolfs out and I'm like, I'm kind of here for it. need to hop back on FF14, but I'm like, I don't remember anything. That's a mood. That is a big mood. I have been there. We're gonna go gamble first, then we'll deal with time to gamble. Game kind of loud. Okay, one second. Oh, it is kind of up there. Okay, hopefully that's better. Could be 10,000. Let's go 10,000. Ah, 80. None of these are potential 10,000. We'll take 252. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. All right, come on, 10,000. 252 again. Dang. Is that a fall guy? That looks like a fall guy. Menacing frog. Yep. That is kind of a menacing frog. They did a collab. Oh, okay. That would make sense. The sir is indeed... Oh, I hate the frog. Oh, it's little Dragon Quest slimes. Okay, we totally in the wrong area. I also need to like swap to like Weaver. Like the giant Labubu you saw earlier. I'm glad everybody here is just having a nice tea time. Okay. We need to make a smock. That's what I was last making. Okay, I need 2 of these. That's right. I ran out of lightning crystals. Okay. schmuck. Okay. Let's synthesize. There's no hope to this quality. We're trying our best here. We did it! How do you get more minions? I know there's like quests, and there's some that drop off bosses. There are some bosses that drop them. Drop miniature forms of them. You pick up shifts at some sketchy places in Limsa Luminos. The true endgame. There's gonna be some shady guy with a trench coat that just goes, "Hey kid, you want some minions?" It's the guy from Resident Evil 4. What are you buying? If they invite you to a house, say no. I knew a guy whose whole thing was giving people rat minions. If you accepted, you were part of the rat pack. I kind of love that, though. Honestly, I kind of love that. It's like the lengths that people will go to for like a little tiny pet. Like in World of Warcraft and like the vanilla game, nowadays it's like not that big of a deal, but in the vanilla game, there was this kid on the Alliance side that would randomly show up walking around Stormwind, and he was trying to find somebody to take his kitten. He was really random when he would show up, and you could only get it like one time. Like the first person to grab the kitten was like the winner, basically. Until like the kid showed up again. So a lot of people were constantly trying to get this tiny kitten. We make another smock. Exclusive things are always the real grind. Yes, there is. It was also like, there was like this little arcane pet that people could get, but the only way to get it is that you had to find these like specific books all around Dalaran, but it was random when these books would spawn, so you never knew when entirely anybody would be able to get like said book, and they would only be up for like a short deal of time. that was like, I never actually completed that whole meta, but I had friends that did, and I'm like, that's some dedication there. True dedication. As a kid, I did those messed up adware surveys to get in-game currency for fashion items in the SMT MMO. I think a lot of people did. I'm pretty sure it wasn't just you. Mega 10 was some evil. I never played like really far into it because I think the combat was just like way too slow for me, which was a bummer because I was like, yay, Mega 10 MMO, but I'm like, oh, this game is a little slow. I don't know if it got better like later on. Grinding trash to sell in an area, that's scary. I'm like, where's the levy person? Spin in an attack element. All I know is like, when they introduced mounts in the game, and all I wanted to do is be Princess carried by Kakalin. So real, yep. Let me live my best life by being Princess carried by Kakalin. What more can I ask for? I did like that Alice, it looked like you were like skipping to go get ice cream. I just like the one guy's name being, what was it, Snake Man? I never got far enough to see who were all the, Henry Snake Man. Who all the, demons they had in, the SMT MMO. I will say, I think, he was the leader NPC at the beginning. Okay, yeah, it's been, like, a hot minute since I last, like, played that game. With the Cerberus, I will say, I think it was cowardice that they did not have Mara as an actual rideable mount. Like, you guys had one job. One job and you could have had Mara be a rideable mount. Square, give me my dick chariot. Okay, schmuck. I need 2. Here's your hat. Let's go! Camel hair. Wait, I don't have enough. What? Oh. 1. Nope, complete the order. There we go. Okay, we're at level 48. Apparently you can mount Nadehag like a surfboard. There was a video compilation of like all the mounts. And like I just remember like Alice will like hold your hand and skip. Like you're getting ice cream and then Cucullin will hold like princess carry you around. Do you want to feel like a princess? Mount up with Cucullin. Okay, this should get me a better chance. I wasn't at like... I'll do 6 tries. Okay. This is not going well. I'm still like trying to figure out this whole thing with... Okay. Okay, maybe we can get to 12%. 15%. Okay. We might be able to make something out of this. Try to get high quality. I don't think we got high quality. Nope. Tough crowd. Wait, we have some like high quality art though. Okay. Crafting! Yes. Yes. Okay. Right, we're gonna try to. Oh wait. Right. We are not making the highest quality. Okay, so I started my account like 10 years ago, but I didn't start seriously playing it until like last December. Oh, dang it, I didn't mean to do the quick one. I am nailing this. Okay, we got 4% with high quality. You're doing the free account thing. Oh, okay. This is a tough crowd. Okay, we got 16%. Okay, 20%. Okay. Did I fuck this up? I probably did. I did. Yep, I broke it. Nah. Hey, Twitch one. Oh wait, wrong button. Shit. Why is crafting so stressful? Why is it gotta be like this? Why does crafting have to be stressful? Okay, I'm reading this. Okay, we're gonna... I don't know what this does. Success. Okay. We're gonna... It's fine. It's fine. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have so many woolen tights. No, I don't. I got my big girl pants on. I'm gonna figure this out. It just suddenly got way harder. Why is everybody frogs? In my defense, I'm level 48, which I'm assuming is like the ARR equivalent of hitting to like level 50 and job-wise. Which makes me afraid of like it only gets worse. Oh boy. What is my crafting gear? I don't know. Whatever I get from the people. No, I'm not free. I'm not a free trial. But welcome on in, Adam Clockwork. Well, you go back to your back seat. I would have figured this out. Okay, maybe my pants are kind of garbage, so maybe I should make some better pants. So are my boots. You shut your mouth right now. I need you to quickly look at our Discord. Okay, hold on one second. Honestly, that's kind of amazing. Oh, we have confirmation. We have confirmation on Detroit Valco. Yes, that is a perfect representation of Detroit. If you weren't here earlier, we were talking about all the different representations of Valco. And my favorite one is Detroit Valco. If other countries don't want him, different variations of countries and cities are gonna make him their own. And my favorite one is Detroit Falco. And so I had to confirm with a friend of mine who is from Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, and I asked, hey, is this a perfect representation of Detroit? And they said, yes, yes it is. So we do have confirmation. So there you have it. Also, I need, okay, that's for crap. I need better boots. Okay. Feats. That is not for crafting. That's not for crafting. New. That's... no. No. I mean... does control work for crafting? I don't know all the stats. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's control. So we're gonna make some linen gaiters. Of course, I don't have, like, any electrum. Or rubber. Or anything. I don't even really have any lightning shards. Ah! Oh, I've got some steel goggles, though. I'll put those on. Welcome to crafting at fucking... Hey, you know what? I like crafting. It's just figuring out how it works, like, job-wise. I'm not used to games where it's an actual job. Well... now we got a concert going. I like that there's just this one large man with all these, like, little Lalafell musicians. That's not a Final Fantasy song. To be fair, there was there was one night, and this was, I think, the week that I started getting into playing this game. There was a group of people doing the concerts, and they were playing the entire freaking Persona 3 soundtrack. It was wild. I'm just like, they do that in Where the Winds Meet. I wouldn't surprise me. Okay, we're gonna analyze. Okay, so my boots are the problem. They're level 10. My pants could be upgraded too. My gloves are okay. My smock is fine. My goggles are fine. So I think my boots and my pants are like probably part of the problem. I don't think there's any jewelry we can use. I don't think there's any jobs for, or job jewelry for trade, you know, tradescraft. Help, a small creature persona'd over here. Oh no. Persona. Well, we've done like a whole lot of nothing today. Tradecraft wise. Wrong one. I need Electrum. I don't think I can buy Electrum like from an NPC. At least not that I've tried. Unless I start mining, that might be the better. Time for me to go to the salt mines. Hey, where you want to be a miner? Let's do it. Why stop at mining? Mining and crafting. Where is he? People drunk and passed out. The children yearn for the mines. Well met, adventurer. You stand within the Miners' Guild, the place where seekers of the realm's mineral wealth gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer, we miners work rock and earth that they might yield us ores, fossils, precious stones, and more. If you have a mind to join our ranks, you will be pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those with strong backs and keen eyes, but I am twink size. I don't know how strong my back is. Drunk and passed out. Normal day in LA. A decision you will not regret. You have just taken your first step toward striking it rich. To look at the lands around Olda, one would be forgiven for thinking the region barren of opportunity, but beneath the surface, the scene could not be more different. There lie veins of copper, silver, and gold beyond measure. For as long as he has dwelt in the Thanalan, man has availed himself of these vast deposits, giving rise to a thriving mining trade, which forms the foundation of our nation's prosperity. Of course, the mining trade as it is today owes much to an event which took place some century and a half ago, namely the Mad Mithril Rush. Never before had the Sultanate seen such an influx of migrants. Endless throngs came from the lands near and far, spurred on by the dream of discovering the motherlode. Alas, a harsh reality awaited them. You see, the vast majority of these poor souls were miners in name alone, and they possessed neither the proper equipment nor the training to realize their dreams. To make matters worse, the mining concerns who in those days held absolute power did not scruple to exploit them. Just asked where the restroom was, but cool insight, Lynette. Presented with a glut of unskilled labor, they proceeded to fill every tunnel to bursting, and atrocious working conditions soon became the norm. Miners were paid a pittance of back-breaking labor and saw naught of the riches they unearthed. Pushed to breaking point, the workers banded together to form the Miners' Guild, with the aim of improving conditions while protecting the integrity of the trade. Since then, we have sought to educate folk in correct mining practices, both to prevent accidents and to curb the impact that our trade has upon the environment. I trust you now have a better understanding of what we do. All that is left is to commit your name to our role.
When you are ready to do so, pray speak with me again. I shall guide you through the enrollment procedure. So, are you ready to join the Miners Guild?
I'm ready for the mines, Lynette.
Music to my ears. The kind made when one's pickaxe strikes gold. You must introduce yourself to Guildmaster Aldaberta right away.
With great power comes great big booty bitches.
Her approval is required if you are to be formally admitted to our ranks. If in case you're unaware, Aldaberta is perhaps the most accomplished of those miners who still swing a pickaxe. Her understanding of our trade is unsurpassed, and her flair for prospecting uncanny. Her brain, in short, is veritable gold mine of knowledge, much of it concerning the mining of gold. Jesting apart, you stand to learn a great deal from her. When you are ready, pray, present yourself to Aldaberta. You will find her down the steps yonder over by the bar.
Of course she is.
Well met, adventurer. Aldaberta is my name, and I'm the master of this guild. I take it you wish to become a miner. Well, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. Thanks to recent... Damn, this woman's taller than me. Thanks to recent advances in refining techniques, it is now possible to smelt even low-purity ores. I mention this because it's allowed us to reopen a number of mines, which were long thought exhausted, prompting trade to flourish, excuse me. Truth be told, with business as it is at the moment, we can't take on enough new miners. And now folk make better miners than adventurers, you being a hardy lot. That's why she's the guildmaster. What's more, you're well-traveled, which serves to expand the guild's sphere of activity. Oh, but I'm not suggesting you join solely for our benefit. For our part, you'll require skills that will prove to your profit. A mutually beneficial arrangement. I trust you'll agree. So what say you? You will join us, yes? We're getting ready to get dirty. Then I bid you welcome to the Miners Guild. May your toils never go unrewarded. Now then, here's a pickaxe to get you started. It's not the newest, but it should serve a novice well enough. Go on and take it up. See how it feels in your hands. Speak to me again when you're ready, and I'll assign you a little task to help you get the swing of things. I am now yearning for the mines. Anyways, mines aside, it's time to say goodnight. we didn't make much effort in trade skills, but that's okay. It happens. Yes. But anyways, thank you everybody for being here tonight. As always, I greatly appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna try to finish Final Fantasy III. You made efforts in fisting. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna try to finish Final Fantasy III. This week, I don't think we have much more to go, so that's the plan. We're also gonna try Star Fox on Wednesday. So yes, but if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. I stream throughout the week, so like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna go raid out. We're gonna go say hello to somebody. I think we're gonna go say hi to Zertis. I think they're doing some art. We always do like some art. So yeah, we're gonna go say hi to them. Arting it up.
I've never seen it.
Search for Pebbles again.
We're watching it. That's the next fucking movie we're watching.
The Groods?
Chronic
Oh.
just decided.
I never watched
Yeah.
that one either.
Okay.
What the hell? That's like one of
That's
my favorite all-time movies.
It's the caveman one, right?
Yeah.
The
I haven't watched it
caveman
either, but yeah.
one.
What the hell? Oh my
sorry.
fuck. I'm disappointed in all three of you. I'm so upset right now. I can't believe this.
Anyways, raid messages up in chat. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Let's give Zartes our love. Bye for now. Bye bye for now.